Next matchup, Angels, Astros, 7:15, Houston. The Astros are minus 200, totals at 8.5. We did see a 10-cent move toward the Astros and movement downward on the total. Houston opened $1.90 up to minus 200. Total opened 9 down to 8.5. 70% are leaning Houston, 56% shaded toward the under. Right now the Angels are plus 180 on the money line. Houston minus $1.10 on the run line. We have Andrew Heaney for the Angels, Garrett Cole for the Astros. Cole is 8-5 with a 3.28 ERA and a 1.04 WHIP. He also has 161 strikeouts in just 109 and 2/3 innings pitched. Now Andrew Heaney on the other side, just 1-2 on the year, 5.40 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP. Houston is first in the first in the AL West. 55-33 on the year, 22 games over 500. They're also 6.5 games ahead of Oakland. They're 31-14 at home this year, and they also rank second in striking batters out at home. Now the Angels on the other side, losers in 7 out of their last 8, taking on Houston. If you're into historical trends, they also rank 22nd in walks allowed, and they're winning just 30% of their games, taking on teams allowing 3.9 to 4.2 runs per contest. Now, total-wise, the Angels are 5-2 to the over when Heaney throws out the first pitch. Houston's 3-0 to the over, taking on the Angels this year. Give me Houston minus 1.5 and the over 8.5 in that game. Next matchup, Cardinals, Giants, 10:05 San Francisco. The Giants are minus 125, totals at 8. We saw a nickel move towards San Francisco and movement upward on the total. San Fran opened $1.20 up to minus 125. Total opened 7.5 up to 8 flat. 55% are leaning Giants, 72% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Cardinals are plus 110 on the money line. San Fran plus $1.70 on the run line. We have Miles Michaelis for the Cards, Madison Bumgarner for the Giants. Bumgarner has 113 strikeouts in just 109 and 2/3 innings pitched this year. He also comes into this game with a 1.19 WHIP. Meanwhile, on the other side, Miles Michaelis is 5-8 on the year, 4.34 ERA, and a 1.25 WHIP. San Fran has won 4 out of their last 5 games. They're also 11th in walks allowed at home. They're winning 60% of their games as the official home favorite. Now the Cards on the other side, winners in just 12 out of 31 as the official road underdog. They also rank 21st in runs allowed on the road. They also rank 26th in walks allowed when traveling. And when it comes to the total, St. Louis is 10-3 to the over on the road, taking on teams. They're 10-3 to the over on the road when the line was 8 to 8.5. Meanwhile, the Giants on the other side, 5-0 to the over in their last 5 ball games. Give me the Giants minus 125 and the over 8 runs in that matchup. Next game, Oakland taking on Seattle. That'll be a 10:10 Eastern first pitch in Seattle. The Athletics are minus 130, totals 9.5. We saw a nickel fade of Oakland and movement downward on the total. The A's open 135 down to 130. Total open 10 down to 9.5. 51% are leaning Oakland, 74% shaded toward the over. Right now the Mariners are plus 120 on the money line. Oakland plus $1.15 on the run line. We have Chris Bassett for the Athletics, Marco Gonzalez for the Mariners. Gonzalez is coming into this game with a 4.39 ERA and a 1.40 WHIP. Bassett on the other side for the A's, 5-3 on the year, 3.80 ERA, and a 1.21 WHIP. Seattle's been very bad at home this year. Winners in just 18 out of 46 at home. They rank dead last in striking out on average at home as well. They're also, let's try that again, Brock. All right. Seattle really struggles at home. They're winners in just 18 out of 46 at home. They also rank dead last in striking out at home as well. They're last in the AL West at just 38-54 overall for the year. That's going to put them at 16 games under 500. They're also 19 games back behind Houston in the division. Now, Oakland on the other side is second in the AL West. 9 games over 500, 49-40 overall for the year. They rank third in road scoring in Major League Baseball. They're also 6th in runs allowed. Oakland is also 62% to the over when Bassett makes the start. Seattle's 71% to the over, taking on teams allowing more than 4.2 runs per contest. Give me the Oakland A's, minus 130. and the over 9.5 in that game. Next matchup, Padres Dodgers 10-10 Los Angeles. The Dodgers are minus 155, totals at 8. We saw a nickel fade of the Dodgers and movement downward on the total. LA open 160 down to 155, total open 8.5 down to 8 flat. 52% are leaning Dodgers, 75% shaded toward the over. Right now the Padres are plus 125 on the money line. Dodgers plus $1.20 on the run line. We have Chris Paddock for the Padres, Kenta Maeda for the Dodgers. Maeda comes into this game with a 7-4 record, 3.78 ERA, and a 1.10 WHIP. He also has 88 strikeouts in just 88 innings pitched. The Dodgers are virtually unbeatable at home, 37-10 at home this year. They've also won 9 out of their last 10 at home as well. They're first in runs allowed at home, first in hits allowed in that same category. The Padres on the other side, losers in 5 out of their last 6. They're also 19.5 games behind the Dodgers in the division. When it comes to the total, the Padres are 62% to the over at the total. Dodgers 25-13 to the over, taking on teams between 460 and 540. Give me the Dodgers minus 155 and the over 8 runs in that game. Next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Colorado taking on the Diamondbacks, 10-10 Chase Field in Arizona. The D-backs are minus 125, totals at 8. We saw a nickel fade of Arizona and movement downward on the total. The D-backs open $1.30 down to minus 125. Total open 9 down to 8 flat. 55% are leaning D-backs, 75% shaded toward the over. Right now, Colorado's plus 105 on the money line. We have John Gray for the Rockies, Robbie Ray for the D-backs. Robbie Ray is 5-6 with a 4.10 ERA and a 1.36 WHIP. John Gray on the other side, 9-5 on the year, 3.84 ERA, 111 strikeouts in just 103 innings pitched. Arizona's 15.5 games behind of first place in the NL West. They also won just 18 out of 40 games at home this year at Chase Field. They rank 21st in home scoring. Colorado on the other side, 4th in scoring, 3rd in hits, 2nd in the NL West, 11-6 when Gray makes the start. Total-wise, Colorado 11-6 to the under when Gray makes the first pitch. Arizona 21-12 to the under, taking on teams between 460 and 540. Give me Colorado plus 1.5 and the under 8 runs in that matchup. All right, let's go ahead and get into some shout-outs brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. Got to give a shout-out to Jerome, Jerry Watkins, Bleds W, Steve Lewis, Andrew Yuhana, Ibrahim Al-Darby, my good brother there, Ibrahim Al-Darby. We are, in fact, related. You wouldn't be able to tell, but that is my brother, Ibrahim Al-Darby. No, I just made that up. But Ibrahim is a very good guy, and love him like a brother, for sure. Got to give a shout out to the Pro Line Master, Andre Donchu, TCGMD 2019. Shout out to Mike Wilkerson, Cliff Jeff Hardy. Shout out to Chuck Pinter, YC Mike Hip. Got to give a shout out to Brian Cleveland, who really ripped into me yesterday for losing a game. And that's the kind of passion that I can appreciate on Brock Page Productions. You know, you lose a game for somebody and he lets you know about it. He said, "You stupid asshole, you lost a game for me, and you said under, and I was going to question you on it. I should have took over and you lost me money." And that's the kind of passion you should have, Brian. I got to do a better job. I can't lose games. I got to win every game. I got to be 100%. So, Brian, that's on me. I got to do a better job, and I appreciate your passion and holding me accountable for picking these games. So anyway, shout out to Brian Cleveland for doing a great job in the comments section. All right, got to give a shout out to the overseer, the all-seeing eye. He doesn't miss anything. Got to give a shout out to Bo Ryan Escalera. And last but certainly not least, got to give a shout out to my man Bo Dunn, getting it done on YouTube himself. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, just got to quickly remind you to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage. That's 2 days in a row. We amassed 3 wins. So we're doing pretty good on that website. Link for that site is in the description section below. We have a bunch of different tiers and packages. We do daily picks on that website. There's also plenty of free content there, including my current records. So really cool site. Link for that site is in the description section below, and memberships begin at just $1.99 per month. So you don't even have to be a true professional gambler to check it out. Just enjoy it. If you like my free content here, say, hey, I want to throw Brock a bone here, go ahead and sign on there. Just, I got no shame. You want to throw me a couple bucks, I will certainly take it. But I don't need it because YouTube is great. It's free content, it's free information, and it's a thing that drives my brand. So most importantly, I got to thank you for watching this program right here on YouTube. I got to thank YouTube because they've really been good to me. Knock on wood. The second you give somebody credit or, no good deed goes unpunished. So, of course, the second I give props to YouTube, they probably shut me down for some bullshit. But anyway, shout out to YouTube for this incredible run that I'm having on their site. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed all this great free information, all this great content right here on YouTube. And as always, don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.